Why do the people we trust the most sometimes hurt us the most? It starts with something small, then a sentence lands wrong, then a reaction, then a tone, and then it becomes a personal attack. So, what's happening here? Psychologist John Gottman identified recurring patterns in relationships and called them the 4 Horsemen. Sometimes, instead of saying, "I feel hurt," we say something like, "Why are you always like this?" And suddenly, it's no longer about the moment. It becomes an attack on the person. Sometimes it's not even words, a look, a tone, a small reaction that says, "You are beneath me." Sometimes we defend, we explain, we push it back. This may not just be a reaction, but a way of protecting ourselves, placing emotion or faults we don't want to face in ourselves onto someone else. Sometimes we disappear, not physically, but emotionally. We stop responding, stop engaging, stop trying. That's when the conversation starts to feel like hitting a wall, and that's when the connection is slowly fading. These patterns, not just our reactions, often come from something learned much earlier. In psychology, this is called attachment. It describes the way we form emotional bonds with others, and this connection begins at birth. An infant's attachment to a caregiver is the first place we learn what safety feels like, from the way we were held, responded to, understood, or not. And over time, we learn what closeness feels like, what it costs, and that pattern carries into our relationships. Parent-infant relationships, friendships, and peer bonds, the social bonds that holds group together, and long-term romantic connections, close relationships. That's why 2 people can care about each other and still misunderstand everything. You might think, "I said it clearly, why don't they understand?" Or, "I'm just trying to care, why do they feel controlled?" Some people long for closeness, but pull away the moment it gets too close. Some people need reassurance deeply, but use criticism to protect themselves. Some people defend against feelings with logic, while others wrap their needs in emotion. The most common mistakes in communication isn't saying the wrong thing. It's assuming the other person understands us the way we understand ourselves. But do we really understand ourselves? So maybe these patterns aren't just about the relationship. They're about how we learn to protect ourselves and how to respond to uncertainty. So maybe a healthy relationship is never something fixed. Maybe it's better to see it as a process that gives us the chance to learn how to love and sometimes how to let go.